I'm Tisha Bader with Shalom TV's News Update. A pro-Palestinian website published the names, photos, and personal details of 100 Israelis supposedly serving as pilots in the Israel Air Force on Thursday, referring to them as war criminals. A statement on the site recommends that foreign governments prosecute those on the list for war crimes when they travel abroad, saying the well-being of Israel is temporary and can be undermined. The website's manager admitted Friday that the site didn't bother verifying the information before posting it, claiming that his California-based website received the information from an anonymous source and posted it as is. An IDF spokesperson said in an announcement Thursday that the publication was full of mistakes and is another attempt by anti-Israel groups to hurt Israel's legitimate right to defend itself through false accusations. Israeli censorship laws prohibit the publication of the names and faces of soldiers and officers who fill sensitive combat positions, including pilots, so as to protect their personal security. Levi Aaron, who is on trial for the murder of 8-year-old Jewish boy Levi Kletzky, has pleaded guilty as part of a plea deal by which he will serve 40 years in prison. The New York Post reported that Brooklyn District Attorney Charles Hines agreed to offer Aaron the plea deal at the request of Levi's parents, who wanted to avoid a lengthy and painful trial. Aaron, who is 36 and also Jewish, has a history of mental illness, but was told Thursday by New York State Supreme Court Justice Neil Feiertag that an insanity plea would not be an acceptable defense in this case. Levi was kidnapped and murdered near his home in the Borough Park section of Brooklyn in July of last year. And in our Election 2012 report today, National Jewish Democratic Council Chair Mark Stanley has called on Jewish business magnate Sheldon Adelson to drop his, quote, silly lawsuit against the NJDC. Adelson filed a $60 million lawsuit this week accusing the NJDC of defamation for their allegations that Adelson had agreed to and profited from prostitution at his casinos in Macau, China. Adelson is a major donor to the Republican campaign, and the NJDC had circulated a petition urging Republicans not to accept Adelson's, quote, tainted funds. The petition was later taken down, but the NJDC refused to withdraw their allegations or apologize to Adelson. In statements released by Stanley on Thursday, he proposed that Adelson debate him on the issues of Obama's record on Israel and other differences between Democrats and Republicans, adding, "And drop your silly lawsuit. You are going to lose, and you are not going to bully us or silence us because of your wealth." Jewish Canadian Parliament Minister Irwin Cotler has asked the International Olympics Committee to hold a moment of silence for the Munich 11 at the closing ceremony of the London Games. Cotler wrote a letter to IOC President Jacques Rogge calling the IOC's decision not to hold a minute of silence during the opening ceremony as offensive as it is incomprehensible, and said that the 11 Israeli athletes who were murdered at the 1972 Munich Games were killed because they were Israeli and Jewish, and that now they were being denied this tribute also because they are Israeli and Jewish. Cotler asked Rogge to honor the Munich 11 this Sunday at the conclusion of the London Games, saying it was not too late to be on the right side of history. And staying with the Olympics, the Jerusalem Post reports that Jewish-American gold medalist Ali Raisman accepted an invitation from Israel's Diaspora Affairs Minister Yuli Edelstein on Friday to come and visit Israel for the first time. In a phone conversation facilitated by U.S. Ambassador to Israel Dan Shapiro, Raisman told Edelstein that she was really happy to be invited and that she would decide with her family when would be the best time to come. Raisman, who is 18 and from Needham, Massachusetts, won the gold for her floor exercise in gymnastics in London on Tuesday, which she performed to Hava Nagila. And finally, Rasheda Ali, the daughter of legendary boxing champion Muhammad Ali, visited Hadassah Medical Center in Jerusalem Thursday to learn about its work in treating brain degenerative diseases. She accompanied the managers of Brainstorm, an Israeli biotechnology company developing adult stem cell therapies for neurodegenerative disorders such as Lou Gehrig's disease, multiple sclerosis, and Parkinson's disease, which Muhammad Ali suffers from. Rasheda Ali serves on Brainstorm's advisory board and is an internationally known advocate for advancing research in this area, based on her personal experience as Muhammad Ali's daughter. She praised Hadassah's work in the area and said she was looking forward to meeting the people behind the names and to seeing everything with her own eyes. And that's Shalom TV's News Update. I'm Tisha Bader.